Oh hey everyone, Chris Eschwig here with Podoshop CS12 tutorials on Blender.com. In this Podoshop tutorial, we're going to be exploring some of the new and improved techniques on how to turn any Meemaw, Nanna, or Mama into any carny folk and obese blue figure you want, just as I've done with my Nanna back here. Let's just open up analytical-something-extra.psd, full screen that, and I love this composition. I love how it's working. I love her Grimace. I also love her Ronald McDonald. The only thing that works a little better than that is her father, folks. This is her literal father, Dave Andrus. I love the tweed jacket. It comes complimentary with any Bush set. Now, Fliss, what do you have to say?
We're just going to have to make this just a little more font. So let's add Daddy's favorite font, Cosmic Sans.
You know, and the only thing I can think of when you say fathers and cosmic pants is Sinbad. And I love Sinbad. I also love him in Good Burger. And let's just Sinbad and shape tool right here. And I want to shape him right into that pizza and Coke outfit.
Alright, now let's just sort of balance the composition here with a man side horse.
You know, I like what you've done, I like where you started, but you got a little lazy, Fliss, and that's alright. You forgot the bread and butter. And this is just making the image so much more interesting, but that's right, mistakes do happen.
Alright, well, let's just go ahead and move on. Let's feather it up with the Connie and Gee tool. That's Control Connie on a Mac, Control Goldberg on a PC.
You know, I'm going to stop you right there before you Julie the Cat Gaffney this image up, and I'm just going to disagree with you right here. And I know we've been taught in two different styles, two different places. You're West Coast, I'm South, North, East Coast. But let's just add a little Yanni and G, and I think that's working way better than your Connie and G is. I think it's just overall composition works better.
Yeah, let's see what we have there. Is sometimes working with an artist in a collaboration, you can bump heads. And as artists, we need to learn how to deal with these things. If I was brought up by Professor Underbloat and he's brought up by Professor Jubles, there might be some run in there. But even though I don't totally agree with this, I'm simply going to lay on an Ewok and a 3-year-old.
You know, I am going to stop you right there. I'm appalled, offended by everything you've done. I'm just going to cover this up so the viewers don't throw up on themselves and just add a little Birdo on top.
Alright, now you're digging a hole that looks a lot like Birdo's mouth, so I'm just going to fill it with a cankle.
I'm going to stop you there because what you've done is even more appalling than what you've done before. So I'm going to Carl Weathers and Dubai High to fix that.
Well, no, since that's really not working out for the image's best interest, I'm just going to go ahead and add the ghost of Christmas Ricci.
I'm going to stop you there and make sure that we stop at Possum Park before you completely ruin this image.
Well, since I stick with my ghosts and bills, I will just go ahead and add my ghost dad, and that's Theo Huxtable on a Mac.
Okay, now that you have digged us so far, the only thing that can fix this is a little Giggly. And Giggly will dig anyone out of any hole.
No, I'm sorry, you are ruining the picture. Let's just make that a Dargiggling Limited with a West tool.
Okay, now that you're going to just go there, I might as well just gold dust all over any image that you will ever create.
Well, since the click and drag tool is only on CS2, let's go ahead and cover that up with Daddy Daniels.
If we're going to go 101 Dalmatians, Fliss, we might as well go the whole 92 yards with all 92 legs here.
Well, since you want to go 101% here, let's just do Daddy and Mommy Denim.
If we're going to go K-Fed, we have to go K-Fed poolside, Fliss.
I'm sorry, but you are drowning in that pool. Give me my Kirk Cameron.
No, the only thing that can save us now is a return on a Mac and also a return on a Mac on a PC.
I'm sorry to pop your bubble, but let's just pop a roach, and that's my last resort on a Mac.
I'm sorry, I'm going to stop you there, and we are going to dive in banana first.
I don't really like your style that much, so let's just control whose line is it anyway. Control Drew Carey Mac.
Luckily, I saved this image from a long time ago, and we're going to double mint gum, make sure this is covering everything up you've done.
Well, your symmetry is a little cliched there, so let's just Slime Time Live on that.
If you're mentioning Slime Time Live, you must mention Summer Sanders, Fliss. You did not do that. I'm going to save the image here.
No! We must control Nick Cage Home Alone on a PC with a stern peak.
Actually, I like what you've done here. I like the stern peak, I love the Pesci poke. These two are working well in compensation and collaboration with each other, and I think it works well.
Now, as you can see, this has acted as sort of a band-aid that are connecting artists. You know, he rips off his band-aid, I put it onto my wound, and here we are sharing the same interest. Now, what we have here is sort of what's teaching us in this tutorial is that all we have to do is throw aftershave on that boyish Nick Cage face and we've already got a better image. Let's learn more about that in the next tutorial.